4K. And let's make this full screen. Let's just check out the description real quick. Or actually, before we check out the description, let's just go in.
Rise and shine. A new day is ahead, and new opportunities are waiting for you. Atalanta Industries supports you to reach your full potential and make your dreams come true.
Good morning, Jonathan.
Okay. That was very interesting. Hang on one sec. Alright, so, first of all, overall, really good. It's a really good film. I like that. Telma Pictures. Oh, I know that. I know this graphic here. This graphic was from mixkit.com. I've used this graphic. I know this graphic. Nice. Anyway, just point that out. But overall, very nice. I really did like this film. It stuck with its genre, sci-fi, very well. And it really kept true to its theme, and so that what it was saying, or held up throughout the whole film. Let's look at the description real quick. A young but perfect world created and led by a company at Atlanta. I keep trying to say Atlanta, but Atlanta. Because of its strict reign, there is no war, poverty, or social injustice, but the price might be high. The film follows the events of Jonathan, an ordinary citizen who tries to adapt and do his part for society. Okay, fair enough. Really? I'm gonna give it a thumbs up. I did like it. Alright, let me get my stuffs ready, then I'm just going to make a comment on it. Overall, like I said, it was a really good film. It stuck with its guns, and although I did notice a few things, which we'll get to. Let me just go down my list first, and then we might get there. First, the plot. So we already know what the movie is about. This guy is basically him, Jonathan. He's in this situation where he's, he's trying to get to be an Atlanta soldier kind of stuff. We don't know the faction, if it was from medic or security or whatever, but he's trying to be at Atlanta, but at the same time he's trying to be a good citizen, right? And the conflict is he's kind of fed up with that routine of doing those things over and over again, eating the same thing and doing the same workouts and sleeping the same way, I guess, and doing the same things over and over again. So he's kind of fed up with that, and he takes action on it towards the end to try and change his situation. But then that ending of the same name from that guy, Jonathan, it seems like, I don't know, that kind of confused me a little bit. So anyways, that seems to be the plot. The theme, we already know the theme. The theme is just that kind of stuff like that. Him trying to get out of the situation that he's in. So it's basically the plot. The plot is basically this plot of a character that's in a situation with a problem, and they try to solve the problem but fail, and they make it worse, and then they make a final attempt which succeeds or fails, and that's that stuff. As far as character, let me go on character and then I'll talk about the acting. The character, good. I didn't really feel that attached to him or connected to him personally, but I get the situation. I get it. I feel some people could also get that situation because of that routine thing that they do over and over again. As for the acting, I thought it was good. I thought it was okay. Not really too groundbreaking or something. As for direction and editing, now this is another, when we talk about that direction and editing, that's when we dive in deeper into this kind of stuff where it's a sci-fi and editing. If you're doing editing for sci-fi, you have to be on the top of your game for that. And I could tell that this guy or whoever edited this was at the top of their game for this. Although there were some other places that, you know, were kind of off, especially I don't know if you guys saw it, but hang on, I'm about to show you real quick. This part here was pretty good. The part where he comes out and the spaceship. Look at this. Do you see the reflections? Look at the reflections on here. The mapping, UV mapping, I believe. No, I forgot what it's called. But there's your visual effects term for this. I'm just forgetting. But anyway, the reflections of kind of like the environment. Oh my God, this looks like a this looks like a Photoshop tree over here. You see the edges? It looks like a Photoshop tree, but it doesn't matter. While you're watching it, you wouldn't notice. So this is pretty good. Okay, first sound design. We needed some boom. We needed some, you know, ground cracks. Anyways, that's just another point there. This here. First of all, the robots. If you take a look at this one, that lands. Can you see the sharpening, the fringing on here? It's just this minor things basically that if someone like me would notice and be like, okay, I see what you're trying to do, I get the idea. But for, you know, regular people, they wouldn't notice it at all. They would not notice it. And me watching at first, I didn't notice it because I'm immersed in the story. I am looking at the story. I'm more focused on the story. But then when the shot kept on going, you know, my filmmaker brain just went to that side of like, oh, I can see the sharpening things going on. Anyways, I thought that was pretty good. You know, that was quick, done. You know, we get the point. Do you see that? The ground over there? Hold on. See, that's a little CG ground there. I don't know if that's from Production Crate, but the ground over here does not look too groundbreaking. Okay, hold on. You see the shadow back there from that the other, hold on, let's go back a bit here. Yeah, the shadow mapping back there, I bet it's just a still frame there probably, but and then duplicated and did the matte there. But yeah, those little details count. They make or break your sci-fi. Basically, they make or break it. If you're doing sci-fi, you have to be, like I say, on the top of your game. You gotta keep an eye out for these things. Wait, are they gonna show what I'm trying to, I think is this, by the way, this is just a still frame, and then the background is just moving, and then the blood, you can tell from the hair basically, and then some leaves. Anyways, it was simple effects done here, but done right. That's what I'm trying to say here. Simple effects done. Oh, here we go. This is the point that kind of broke my sci-fi illusion. This whole city here, it didn't blend well. Basically, the blending of these buildings with over here in the background and just everything being cohesive was just not really there. That kind of just broke the illusion for me. This also just looks like a text extracted on there in the 3D space. It's not blending in well with the background of that building, and it looks like some texture is missing over on this other building here. But you know, that kind of broke the flow for me a little bit. But then, you know, it's fine. I get the idea. We're just establishing where they are. We get the idea, which I thought was cool. Anyways, that's one area I wanted to talk about since it's a sci-fi stuff, the direction and the editing. Now, direction in terms of the whole story was pretty good. The pacing, as usual, slow, you know, we're building up, and then it intensifies towards the end, and that's good. Music was not distracting at all. It was pretty good. It supported, I felt it really did support everything that the film had to offer. The music was pretty good, the music choice. cinematography. Now, this is where I feel like this whole film was shot with a 50 millimeters. Like the whole, almost the entire film, you can tell like it's on a 50 mil. You can tell because there's no wide shots. You can't see anything beyond his face and just a little blurred background. You can't see anything beyond that. And then some real extreme close-ups over here and stuff like that. I felt like it was a 50 mil. One lens, yo. Good job. If it really was one lens, but really good job on that. Production design. Not much to say about that. I guess just it was okay. Like it was okay. Now dialogue. Last part, dialogue. Some dialogue or the delivery of some dialogue was a little too rehearsed, if I should say. Like it didn't. Some places it didn't feel like too natural. It just felt like rehearsed. Like, okay, at this point I'm gonna say this, like that, and this kind of flow and this kind of pacing. You know, when we're talking like this, we have high points and we have low points as we're talking in dialogue. Like we're talking like how I'm gonna talk right now, like how I just brought that up like that. You know, we have those kind of, you know, dips and high points in our dialogue, but his at some points felt just, I'm talking like this and I'm just being like that in one point, in one tone, and you know, that kind of stuff like that. So anyways, I did really like it. I'm gonna leave it a comment here. Let's see what I'm gonna say here. So let's take a look at it. Flashing lights and loaded. Okay, I'm not going to be reading that right now. Set this at the highest quality. Let's take a look. I can't continue this for too long. What happened to the table? Okay, I gotta just see the end. Alright, I'm a bit done with this one, yo. Bon appetit. Bon appetit. Oh man, this was something different. You know, it's good to watch jarring stuffs like this because, well, they are jarring. Content warning flashing slides, created by Aaron Michael Smart and Cameron Hong. Yo. Posted by Alex Ever. Bon Appetit is a transcendent, experimental, multi-medium, impressionistic post. Damn, that's a lot of adjectives there. Modern horror, art piece, and short film. It really was disturbing. It really was disturbing. But you know what? The thing with this film versus some other ones that would just be that I kind of like the same in the same kind of area is this one still had a story in it. You know, this one still followed like the fundamentals of having that pacing, having that rhythm, and then having that narrative kind of structure in there. Like not really the whole narrative, but having the the regular act 1, act 2, and act 3. Versus some others that would be done in this kind of similar fashion, but is just literally so jarring that there's nothing involved in it. It's just all visuals. That's all it is. But this seems to have some meat in it, which I really do not understand these kind of films, but I get the idea. You know, there's something in there, and that's why it's made. It's made for it to be disturbing. So yeah, I agree with this. I gotta say it, but dear God. Use of texture. Oh yeah, the texture is pretty good in this. Can't wait for more. What did he reply? Leave room for dessert? Oh hell no. If he does another one, I mean I gotta watch it if another one comes out. Alright, we gotta leave a comment because this was interesting at least, 15 minutes, and the rest of the 5 minutes, and then there's another Avengers kind of stuff going on at the end. Alright, well, if it's Inception inspired, we can take a look at it, I guess. And let's see what's going on. Any captions going on? Actually, I'm not even going to do. Should I do captions? Yeah, let's do captions and see how this goes. Alright, let's dive in.
Okay, let's run through it one more time.
Alright, there is a company, E-Tech, that has had their eyes on a device that can be used to view and manipulate the memories in other people's heads.
Already exposition right from the start. They've not even given us a reason to be invested. Exposition right away. Come on. I mean, come on. But anyways, let's continue.
The creator of said device, Dr. Elizabeth Loftus, destroyed the device and offed herself so that no one would be able to replicate it, though it seems she was unsuccessful.
And how do you
Be used
That's the thing with exposition. Sometimes if you're not ready for it, you would miss information. So I gotta get prepared,
run through it one more time?
Alright, there is a company, E-Tech, that has had their eyes on a device that can be used to view and manipulate the memories in other people's heads.
Okay. Well, if you did see that, you did. I bet you could tell there were lots of things in there that were screaming student short film, which of course he didn't make very clear. I don't know why he did that, but student short film. Anyways, but a lot of the things that I'm seeing here does scream student short film. And well, overall, I get the idea. Inception inspired, it was good. It held up to its bargain or to its Inception inspired stuff. I was expecting a little more visual effects, some crazy stuffs. But, it was mainly just for the plot, which is fine. Okay. Oh, this guy uses Scott Buckley too. You see, like I said, Scott is amazing. The man makes a lot of really good soundtracks. Like he really is amazing at his soundtracks, and it's for free. It is for free. I like it. Now, when I say stuff like the student short film thing. What are the things that were screaming student short films to me was mainly the acting and the dialogue. That's when you can really tell that this was okay. You know, these are people that are getting used to it and just starting to dip their legs into those waters. Oh, hold on. Is this Jax? Jackson Briggs? Anyways, I don't know. But yeah, I thought it was pretty good, well done. It's just the acting, man. It's just seriously it's just the acting that is, and the characters that is like, it really does show student short film. Oh, I forgot about this part.
My apologies for the mess. I'll have someone clean that up after we arrive.
No worries. Company cleans the car after every trip.
I just must have stayed up too late finishing reports, and then the continuous motion of the car. Can I tell you something? I've just had the strangest dream.
Okay, that last part did not add anything to the story at all. It did not add anything. It was just there to be there. Because first of all, why is he trying to tell a dream to his Uber driver, I suppose? Unless it's someone that is actually that he probably does know, like his driver or someone personally, then if he's saying that, then you know that crosses out, that's fine. But it wasn't really established that, actually it was established that the guy that was driving him was not someone that he knows. So it's odd to just say that to someone like, oh man, I had the craziest dream. Which we know what the dream was about. The dream was about something that you did that was illegal. So why would you tell a stranger that, or ask a stranger that? Anyways, let's see, what are we gonna say here? The part of commenting, the art of commenting. Alright, let's just skip through real quick and see what we can say about this. There's a lot of dialogue, yo, seriously. I'm telling you, if student films started making more films that require less dialogue, the way they'll be pumping out and having to do more, or having to do less or worry less about an area, and they can focus those energy into another area, would be even more productive. Because for instance, like this movie, this film here, where it's pretty much all just dialogue, it's just dialogue back and forth, and I don't know why they do that a lot in student short films, but I mean I get why they do it a lot. It's a very easy way to just give exposition, which we already saw right from the start. Exposition right there, exposition dump. But it's a really easy way to do it. But I feel like if student films started doing more of just visuals and just less of dialogue, let's say maximum of even 5 lines of dialogue, and the rest of the film was just all told visually, it would be really good. Actually, not really good, but it would be much better. I felt like that part was a little it was really off, you know, that ending part. But the ending, I felt like the ending needed to be a little more rewarding, you know, after we have invested so much time to sit and watch a full dialogue film. We need a good payoff, but it wasn't there, you know. For the ending, how should we give an actual example to this film? For the ending, rather than ending with a Marvel-like ending, it'll be much, Let's do it. Actually, it'll be more. Man, I just lost my train of thought. Interesting if there was a twist or a better payoff for the audience, for the audience's investment. Another example, for example, man, this guy or whoever these people are, I'm giving them a full page of a review here. So let's hope they take this. I don't know. For example, ending with, I know it's kind of cliche to end with like a twist of the person that you meet at first that's helping out would be the bad guy. Oh, it was the bad guy all along, or something like that. It still is more interesting than just ending it with telling a stranger that he, you know, you just had the weirdest dream, which was involved with something illegal. You know, I'd much rather have that black guy be the bad guy than, you know, at the end of the day. But anyways, for example, ending with, oh, I guess it kind of did end with a twist with her doing the spinning thing, coin thing at the end, and the guy, you know, the name, I think her boyfriend, it was a boyfriend or something like that, yelling out her name, and it kind of dropped down. I guess it was fine. Could end that way. Right, let's just leave this ending thing here. Actually, let's leave it in here because actually, you know what? Yeah, let's do this. If you want your full review, watch my videos. Anyways, until next time, I will be taking these notes and I'll be preparing for our next one when we do so. Our next one we're going to be doing for we're going to be doing it in here. Let me see if I can find it real quick and show you guys the next subreddits. We'll do it on subreddits too. I want to see the horror section. Oh, there it is. Short horror. Alright. That's this one. This subreddit next. This is what we're gonna do next. Yeah, so it's everything horror. It's got some short films up in here, some YouTube links and stuff, so we'll take a look at it next time. I'm interested to seeing it, and we're going to do it towards the nighttime, well, at least when it's night for me, towards the nighttime, you know, when there's no sun out. Anyways, yeah, if you've watched, thanks for watching, and thanks for being here, and I'll see you in the next one. So, peace.